Hi, everybody, back with another video. This time it's about formal writing. Ascentis task 3 for level 1, writing a formal letter. So for task 3 at level 1, you'll probably get a task such as this. You are a member of Greenbridge Leisure Centre, but you are not happy with the facilities at the centre. Write a letter of complaint to the manager of Greenbridge Leisure Centre and explain why you are not happy with the facilities. The address is Greenbridge Leisure Centre, Central Park, Manchester, M8 5TR. You must plan the points you're going to include and how you're going to introduce, develop and finish your writing. You must write at least 150 words. Now, I have explained in my videos before how you should write a plan. So check out my previous videos to help you with that. So it's best to use bullet points and organize your writing with an introduction, body and conclusion. Here, you can introduce it by a greeting, and why you're writing is a letter of complaint. Remember, don't use sentences in the plan, only words and phrases. Now, the main part is the body. Here, you can add things that you want to add in the main part of the letter, like you visited the center, you bought the membership card, they told you it was excellent facilities, pool overcrowded, toilets extremely dirty, fitness classes closed, you were annoyed and dissatisfied. Again, just words, no sentences. Then you finish things off with a conclusion. You want refund, services need improving. You will add this at the end of your letter, just before the closing. Now it's time to use this plan to complete your writing in the sheet provided in the exam by Ascentis. So now you will start writing your letter. The first thing you have to do is write your address in the formal letter on the top right side. Write your address and then the date on the top right side. That is the first thing you have to do. Remember, it does not have to be your real address. This is a fake address, 78 Fake Street, Manchester. But the important thing about address is it should have 4 elements: number, street name, city or town, and postcode. These are the 4 elements an address needs to have. Then the next thing you have to do is add the recipient's address here, below that, on the left side, okay? Add the recipient's address and this will be given to you in the exam question. So just copy that like this on the left side, just below your address and the date. We can now start writing our letter. You can start the letter with Dear Sir or Madam. You will use this when you do not know the name of the person you're sending it to. You can use Dear/Madam and then comma. Then you can continue the letter. I am writing to complain about the facilities at Greenbridge Leisure Centre. You can use the same I am writing to structure to open any formal letter. You can say, I'm writing to express my sincere gratitude for your excellent service. I'm writing to bring your attention to an important issue. I'm writing to apply for the supervisor position at your supermarket. And the list goes on and on. So use this structure to start your formal letters. In July, I visited the center and bought an annual membership card. This is how you can start the main paragraph. Start off by explaining, what happened, where, when. In May, I dined at your restaurant with some friends. In April, I called your office to ask for some information. Remember, pay attention to the punctuation. Use the comma, the capital letters and the full stop correctly. Although the membership advisor informed me that there were excellent swimming facilities, I found this is not the case. Now, this is a complex sentence you can use with although, and you can use the same form to come up with different types of your own complex sentences, depending on the different questions that may come up in the exam. For example, although the staff member said the laptop worked fine, I have found this is not the case. Although the manager claimed the rooms were clean, I found this is not the case. Although the receptionist said an email was sent, I found this is not the case. Moving on to the next paragraph. Firstly, the pool is frequently overcrowded, as a part of it is roped off for use by the local swimming club. You can use ordinal adverbs to help you develop your ideas and list the issues that bothered you in this case. List your complaints. Secondly, The changing area and toilets are extremely dirty, and also there are only 2 showers in the women's changing room. This is actually a compound sentence, and you can do the same by using and to join 2 independent clauses together. How can that be sufficient? Thirdly, there are a number of fitness classes, but it is impossible to attend as they are all full. So you need to try to include some questions. Here, how can that be sufficient? Meaning, how can that be enough? This is actually a rhetorical question. And rather than, looking for an answer, you are making a point. How can you only have 2 toilets? It's not enough. Finally, when I arrived at the center yesterday evening, I discovered the pool closed. Here, you're using finally to list your final complaint. I was very annoyed as I telephoned earlier in the evening to check it was open. Why did you inform me that it was open? So here you are finishing things off by talking about your feelings. How did you feel? I was very annoyed. Okay. And then in the end, why did you inform me that it was open? So this is a very sort of pointed question. You did something really bad. You told me it was open, but it was not. We'll move on to the next paragraph, and you will probably need 2 sheets to complete this writing. So we'll finish this letter off. I'm very dissatisfied with the facilities at the center and would like a full refund of the fee for my membership card. Here you're using formal language. Rather than saying I'm unhappy, you're saying I'm dissatisfied. Rather than saying I want a full refund, you say I would like a full refund. So you use formal language. I also hope that steps will be taken to improve the facilities in your center. This is passive. You can also make it active. You can say, I hope that you will take the steps to improve the facilities in your center. In closing, you can say, I look forward to hearing from you. And you can use these exact same words when you are closing your formal letters. Okay, you can just memorize this and use this exact same sentence. Yours faithfully. In the UK, we use yours faithfully if you don't know the recipient's name. If you remember in the beginning, we used dear sir, madam, because we didn't know the recipient's name. So in the end, we've used yours faithfully. If we did know the recipient's name, we would have used yours sincerely. We end it with the name Dorotha Kowalski. Who is this person? I have no idea. But there you go, okay? You can use your real name if you want. It doesn't matter. So what are your keys to success in passing this formal writing task? I would say, first of all, remember the format. Start with your address or an address at the top right side of the letter. Then don't forget to add the recipient's address on the left-hand side, okay? And it should be the full address with all the 4 elements. Remember to have a space between all paragraphs and use the same opening and closing. Choose an opening that you like for both task 2 and 3 and use the same one. And it's the same thing with the closing. You can actually use the same one I have used here, the exact same one with all the same words. Use ordinal adverbs to organize your writing. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, list all the things. This should be in the body of the letter, okay? So you can use these to organize your writing properly. I hope this helps. Don't forget to leave a comment, like and share the video. Also subscribe and tell me what other videos you would like next.